Hi, and a huge welcome to James's Kitchen, because I'm not in Australia, I'm the other side of the world, and I'm here with James from Fun Food, and we are having some fun in the kitchen. James is making...
I'm making beer pies, which is actually a savoury cupcake.
So we're having a bit of fun, and I'm going to make something, fries to go with the beer pies, but they're also going to be sweet. That's hard to say. So let me show you how we're going to make them. If you want to see James's recipe, get across to his channel. The link's down below and check it out. Now on a baking tray, I've got some short crust or pie crust pastry. Just going to roll this out. This is a lovely and simple recipe. Now James is going to prep me some pie filling. So we're just taking some pie filling, apple pie filling. Now this is a little bit lumpy, so we're going to have to break it down. You can use a blender or you can just use a fork. Mash away, James. So we've got this apple sauce, almost like a compote, and I'm just going to pop this on the pastry. Now we don't want to go right to the edge. Leave about maybe half an inch, 3/4 of an inch from the edge. You're also going to be spreading it out fairly thinly. And then using the help of another YouTube chef, you're just going to unroll this because it's a little tricky to line it up. We want to, just drop that down there, James, on the edge. We want to match the two pie crusts together. So we've got this apple sandwich, and what we're going to do here is just take a pizza cutter. You can use a crimp cutter or any sort, and we're just going to cut out, just hold that down there, we're cutting out French fry shape. So you want to go fairly narrow, and as the wheel goes through, hopefully it's going to pinch it together. Now what I'm doing then is taking each of these strips as I cut them, just pulling them apart a little bit like that, and I'm just going to carry on down the line with my pizza cutter, and the sauce might squeeze out a little bit, but don't worry too much. Now the hardest part is when you actually separate the strips. So I've actually cut them along this way, so we've got individual French fry shaped pieces of pastry filled with a lovely apple pie.
So we're going to start off by making a little egg wash here. I just added a little bit of water to an egg, and I'm just going to mix this up really good.
And then we're going to take James's egg wash, and we're just going to paint this over the top of our sweet French fries. Next, we're just going to take a teaspoon of salt and sugar. We're just going to mix those together. And then just take your fingers and we're going to sprinkle that over our little sweet chips just to give a savoury edge. Now while James finishes those off, got to share the burden, I'm going to preheat the oven to, what was it, James?
350 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 180 degrees Celsius.
And then we're going to bake these for 10 to 15 minutes, but keep an eye on them. We want them a nice golden brown, not too dark. Now whilst our French fries are cooking, we're going to make a very simple caramel sauce, which is going to be like a barbecue sauce. So James, what are we going to use?
Well, what we're going to use is a half a cup of sugar, a half a cup of butter, and just under a half a cup of heavy cream.
That's all you need. So come down here, I'll show you how we're going to make it. We're going to pop that half a cup of sugar in there and our half cup or a stick of butter. This needs to go over to the stove. So what I want to do is melt the butter and the sugar, and as that comes together it's going to start to caramelize. We're looking for a little bit of a golden brown color in the sugar. So what we want to do is let the sugar completely dissolve in the butter. So I'm letting the color there just start to caramelize until I get the sort of sauce color. Don't go too much because it will change really quickly. So we've got pretty hot sugar and butter there, and we're going to add in half a cup of double cream. Is this, James? What do you call this? Heavy cream. So it's a thick cream. I'm going to take probably a little under half a cup, and James will just mix that in. It should fizz beautifully like that, and we're going to get that lovely caramel sauce. Go, 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 James. And we're going to let that caramel sauce cool down on the side. Now look at these, they've just come out of the oven and they look like oven French fries. They're absolutely fantastic. Now over this side, James has been making these
beer pie cupcakes.
Beer pie cupcakes. And how many times we've said that wrong today. It's a tricky one. And they greatly complement each other. So we've got two sweet, twisted sort of savoury dishes that are actually sweet. And I can tell you now, James has presented them up there. We've got a little bit of our caramel dipping sauce in the middle. Let's give these a try, James. I'll try not to make a mess. Sauce is a bit runny. They taste absolutely delicious. What do you think, James?
I think they're great. I think the caramel sauce with the saltiness on top, it's just a perfect blend.
Salted caramel. Now get across to James's channel. Check out the other part of this recipe, the beer pie cupcakes.
We got it.
And we will see you in the next video. Take care. Be good. Now we've got to get and do some photographs and tidy up, of course. James has got a dishwasher, so that's going to help us. I'll leave a link up to some other videos, James's channel as well, down below. If you want to get across there, please subscribe and say hi from Steve. Be good.